Good morning, ladies, and welcome to our Path to Promote Week 7 call. This is Wendy McGee, and thank you so much for your patience this morning. I've had a few technical difficulties with GoToMeeting, and I waited on hold for 35 minutes with them, so I'm glad I put the call off an hour. I was going to try to put it off for a few minutes, and I would have been on hold trying to get it straightened out. So we should be up and working. I apologize for a little delay this morning, but I'll be sure and post a recording of our call onto our Facebook group so that any of our consultants that are in the program and couldn't get on a little bit later this morning will be able to listen to the call. So thank you so much for your patience, and welcome to our call. So this is week 7 of our Path to Promote. We have one more week, really, in our program, actually 2, because we'll have a recognition call that final week. I guess that'd be like week 9, but technically there won't be any training that week. We'll just do recognition. We'll see how everybody's done, and it'll be awesome. So thank you again for being on this morning and for all your hard work, and let's go ahead and jump into our call. So congratulations to all of you who are doing your mentoring calls with your upline leader. I have some great mentoring calls this week, and I've heard from some of our other leaders that are participating in our group, and they are having some great mentoring calls as well. I want you guys to know that summer is always hard for direct sales. So if you started this program in the summer, you've been a little bit frustrated with your progress, you're trying to get things moving, people are busy, they have family things, you know what, don't be discouraged. Keep working to get your calendar filled. Recognize that you're going to have an amazing fall. If you didn't get where you wanted this first time, I hope you learned a lot and are ready to recommit and follow the program again. As leaders, we've learned a lot from running it this first time. We're going to be adding some exciting things into the next run and some things that we think will help you even more too. So summer's hard. June, July, August tend to be harder months. So don't be discouraged. Just remember that your business is long-term. You're looking at what you're going to grow for the next several years, we hope. And so don't be discouraged. You're on your way to doing amazing things with your business. So today is our last day in our sponsoring Bliss. So for those of you that have been working to get your 100 idea book handed out and talking to people and sponsoring, I have a lady I'm hoping to sponsor this afternoon. I will sponsor this afternoon. And I just want to congratulate those of you who have sponsored. Kirsten Wright and Kelly Stembeckers, I know, have sponsored. I think in Melanie Hodges' team, we have a couple of consultants that have sponsored. Please post on the Facebook group if you or anyone in your team has sponsored so that we can congratulate you and welcome in those new consultants. And that's awesome. We're so excited. Sponsoring is the key to building a big business and to building a strong business. And it's so fun to work with new people and to introduce them to the business. So we're really excited to see how that ends up, and we'll be doing recognition for that on the Facebook group this week as well as on our call next week. So congratulations to all of you guys. So let's go ahead and we're going to get started here in our call. I am going to check our PowerPoint really fast, so just bear with me for just 1 second to make sure that you guys can see everything. Awesome. Okay. So let's go right there. Okay. And then let me make sure that our question and answer is working out. Great. Okay, so Amy, are you on the call and can you hear? Let me make sure everybody can hear and that we're all set. We started late. Yes, some of you are asking why we started late. We started late because GoToMeeting was not working on my computer, and it's totally my fault, so I had to wait on hold for them. So I apologize, but we are working now, and I am recording the call. So good. Okay, making sure everybody on here can hear. So our topic for today is helping your new consultant to hit STAR. Now, for some of you, this is going to be about you. Some of you on the call are working to hit STAR. Going forward in our Path to Promote program, we are going to really encourage you to have already become a STAR consultant before you even participate. If you're not a STAR consultant, you want to work towards STAR before you jump into this program, because this is a leadership path, and you should already be a stable STAR and be progressively, sponsoring new people before you start this program. So we weren't as strict this time, but going forward, we're really going to encourage only STAR consultants to participate, or STAR or 2-star consultants. So because this training today is about helping the people within your team hit STAR. In order to become a 2-star consultant, you have to have 2-star consultants, right? Or $500 in volume cumulatively in one leg. Often when you're at this point in the business, it will come from just one person in that leg. And to hit director, you have to have 4 of those. So let's talk about motivation and how to help your new people to get up and get running and to feel motivated. How can we help our new consultants to have a great start? How can we help them to get to start in their first few weeks of the business and fly on their own? How can we keep it simple, rewarding, and fun? Okay, it really is a balance of knowing when to offer help, offering continual encouragement, and when to let them fly on their own. Now, for the first 45 days after you sponsor a new consultant, how engaged should you be in their business? Pretty engaged, right? You should be pretty involved. If they're going to do it, you guys, we're going to talk about the specifics, but they're going to be calling you. They're going to be the person who is on, who's watched the trainings, who has made their list of 100, who's read their new consultant guide, who's scheduled their grand opening. This is a self-motivated business, and it will be very easy for you to see quickly who your superstars are, who the people that you sponsor and are going to run with it. You're going to have people that are going to sign up just for the discount. Others are going to sign up, and then they're going to go, this isn't what I thought. I just don't know if I can do this. And it's okay, because that is going to tell you who to spend your time with. And it's all right if everybody doesn't do it, and I promise everybody doesn't do it. And it's not because you're a bad leader. It's not because you don't know how to motivate. It's not because you're not doing everything right. It's just a numbers game. That's the way it is. Some people will sign up, and they'll be the most gung-ho person. You'll think, oh my gosh, this is my next director. She is going to rock and roll, and she won't do anything. And you're going to feel guilty and disappointed and all those feelings. But you know what? You're going to brush it off, and you're going to say, hey, I'm moving on. I'm going to sponsor another person. I'm going to help this person. And it's okay, because ultimately, if you show them the business, you show them the training, you are available to help them, you're helping them when they need it, ultimately it is their responsibility to pick up the stick and work their business, okay? So I'm going to show you, for those of you who haven't seen this, hopefully all of you ordered your add-on kit, the new consultant kit. You can also order these in the supply center. These are the new consultant profile cards, and this is a fantastic tool. This is something that, this is one of those tools that I have been making up myself for a long time and just never realized that we didn't have this, or I mean, I realized we didn't have it, but that the company didn't have for us. This on one side is getting to know your new consultant. This is your new consultant interview. You sign a new person up, and you're going to spend some time finding out about them. You're getting to know them. You want to know what it is that they are looking for in their business. You want to know their personal interests, how many kids they have, how much they can work their business, what level of club they're on. And you want to know what their goals are. What is your vision for your Heritage Makers business? Well, I want to stay home with my kids. I have a part-time job I want to quit. What would you like to accomplish in the next 3 months? I need to make $1,000, and I need to be able to, whatever it is, their goal. What is your long-term goal for you and your family? What are they dreaming about? What would they like to see happen? And, granted, this is just a little bit of space, but it's going to help you to ask the right questions of your new consultant, because guess what? Some of them are going to say to you, I just want to make books. I just want to publish. I just want to make tons of books. I love studio. Guess what you're going to know about that person? They're probably not going to complete side 2. They're probably not going to do the trainings and become a star consultant and work the business. And that's okay, because then you file that with your hobbyist, and you still send them team emails. You still invite them to all your Connect meetings or your meetings that you're doing with your team, whatever you're doing, but you don't set the speed of your business by them. And it's awesome, because you can have a great relationship with them, and you understand what their goals are, and that helps you to know what your goals are with them. So every single one of you should get these, okay, and use them as you sponsor new consultants so that you can get to know them. Now, on the other side of this is your first 45-day training checklist. Okay, look how awesome this is. What do I do with a new consultant? It's all right there for you. You know how long we've been wanting this? Something condensed, something that tells me exactly what to do, and this is fantastic. This was put together by leaders, and then home office refined it and put it into this little card. So your training checklist, what are you doing with that person? What is your responsibility? Okay? And then it has 3 training sessions, and it tells you when to do them. Okay? 24 to 72 hours after they sign up, you want them to do those things. You're going to call them on the phone and say, okay, let's talk about let's do your new consultant profile. Let's get you on company calls. Let's help you to get on the Facebook. How do you log in and start a project? Okay, those things right there. Then 24 to 48 hours after they get their kit, you want to have another little training with them. Okay, here's what we need to do. What questions do you have about your kit? Okay, how are you doing on your training checklist? Review your host booking phone script. Help them to know what to say. Set a goal to get their grand opening moving. Set a goal to book 5 to 6 workshops by the next time you taught, and then set a goal to have 20 Heritage Makers conversations. Okay, you're talking to them about what they want to do. I would add into that, think of the 5 people that you want to join your team. Who are they going to sponsor? Who are they going to bring into their group in the very first few days? And then 7 to 10 days prior to their first workshop, you're going to have another little meeting with them. You're going to answer their questions, review their training checklist, talk about their grand opening, talk about whether or not you're going to be there to help them, review the comp plan, set goals, identify potential team members from their list of 100, and set a goal to invite 10 people to join the team. Okay? And then ongoing support. What am I doing on an ongoing basis? You know, lightly active. That's your hobbyist, right? That's somebody who, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the business. I'm also like to make projects. Monthly mentoring call, possibly. Okay? Possibly not. You know, they're doing 1 or 2 workshops a month. You want to have a mentoring call with them. They're not. Just get them on your team calls, get them on your team Facebook, and encourage them. Okay? Moderately active. That's 2 to 3 workshops a month. Okay? They might not be sponsoring much yet, but they're trying to sell. Okay? You're talking to them maybe a couple times a month, right? Provide support and coaching. You're getting them going. You're helping them to get going. But you're not spending a lot of time with them. Okay? Not a lot. But you're there. They know you're there. Now, what about your people that are working their business? They're doing 1 to 2 workshops a week. They're sponsoring. You want to talk to them as much as they need to. And sometimes it works better for me to not have a set time with these guys. I am available. Call me. If I miss your call, I'll call you right back. Okay? I want them to know that I am there for them. They deserve my time. Sometimes you're crazy, like your schedule's busy, like mine has been crazy this summer. I felt guilty not giving enough time to those that I need to. If it works best for you to have a set up time, then do that. But you are helping them. They have questions. They need to talk to you. And they're not calling to whine to you. They're not calling to tell you, oh, I wasn't able to, da, da, da. They're calling going, okay, I talked to this lady at the grocery store, and she said this, and I don't know what to do. How do I call her back? You know, they are working their business, and so they don't have time to dilly-dally. They want your help, and then they're off and going. And those are your people that are going to be star consultants and 2 stars and directors. Those are your superstars. Okay? You want to focus on helping them to duplicate themselves and to get as many new people under them as possible. That's somebody that you call and say, hey, Kirsten, do you want to do a business opportunity call just for you? You invite 10 people, and I'll host it, and I'll get my upline director to host it, and we'll get on, and we'll get some people sponsored under you. Or if they're local to you, you say, hey, let's get together for lunch. Bring 2 or 3 people that are really interested in the business, and I'll sit and talk with them. And you help them sponsor. You help them with their grand opening. You help them get their business going. Because I'll tell you a secret, if you can help them get 2 or 3 people, consultants under them right away, their business will get sticky really fast because now they feel like other people are invested. They have a little team to lead. They're not alone. They've got some clients. Hey, it's worth your time to do that because they become then an active star leg for you. And then even more than that, they become a active director leg eventually, and they become a very viable, very important team member for you. So training your new consultants, follow that new consultant training checklist. Follow that little card. And then help them to become accountable. You know, the time that you give them is based on the time that they give their business. If they are doing their part and they're doing what, you know, they're building, you're available to them. You're helping and training them. Don't try to pull people who aren't. It's okay to not spend as much time with every single team member. In fact, you'll burn out on the ones that aren't working. As their sponsor, you have to prioritize your business and help those who are helping themselves. If they're working, you're working with them. Help them to set goals to hit star within their first 45 days, possibly within their first 1 to 2 workshops. How cool would it be if you went to their first workshop and they were able to get enough sales from that first workshop to hit star? 500. they were able, maybe they got a couple of new consultants that get on Gold Club. Maybe they get 3 or 4 new clients that get, you know, the $30 or $50 club sign up, plus they get the add-on kit. Help them get to 500 within their first 1 to 2 workshops. And then you are having your own workshops that you can have them shadow you to. Try not to do any event by yourself. And let your team know, hey, I've got 3 workshops this month. They're in these areas. If anybody wants to come and watch, you're welcome to. But you must be doing workshops to do this, right? If you're having a business opportunity appointment with someone and you have a new consultant, call her. Say, hey, come with me. I'm meeting with this lady. She's really interested in the business. Just come, and it'll give you some training on what to say when you want to sponsor a new person. That's how I built my business, you guys. I took someone with me everywhere I went. And I still do that as often as I can. If I've got somebody that's local and a new person I'm training, I'm saying, hey, you know what? Come with me. I'm going to do a business opportunity appointment. Or I have a workshop this month. You know, I still do workshops. I don't do as many as I used to do, but I still do workshops. I love to do parties. I love to get in front of people. It's an awesome opportunity for me to show them how to do the business, to train other people, and I love to meet new people. I'm hold on, you guys. I need social interaction. I look forward to the times when I get to be with my team, but I love to meet new people, and I love to do a party where there's, you know, 7 or 8 people that I've never met before. Introduce them to the success plan and show them what is possible. So let's go to the next slide. So here is our 6-month success plan. And it lays out for you exactly what can happen as you build clubs, as you sponsor, as you follow either the 5-in-1 plan or the 10-in-2. Maybe you're not following that. Maybe you're heavily sponsoring. You know, you're bringing in 4 or 5 new people a month. You know what? That's going to get you to director really fast. And if you don't need the, you know, income right away from club, it's okay to sponsor and to focus on that, because the bonuses in our plan are where the real money is. Follow the plan, follow the success plan, and show them that. Join the club. Are you on Gold Club? You might not be able to be on Gold Club right now, and that's okay. But you're on Bronze Club, and you're publishing, right? Build your club. You're talking to people everywhere you go. My husband's so cute, because at this fireworks, this thing that we were at Saturday night, I was talking to this girl. Her name's Missy, and we were just having a great time talking. We both have similar, you know, our kids are similar ages. We do a lot of the same kinds of things, and we're just having a great chat. And Kyle, bless his heart, he pokes his little face in and he goes, hey, has she told you what she does? And I hadn't yet. I wasn't at that point, and I didn't even know if I would tell her right then. Like, we were fighting each other on Facebook, and I'm like, oh, whatever, I do this. And you know what? I was building a relationship with her, and I genuinely really thought I sound like a long-lost friend. Like, I was almost annoyed that he, like, brought the business up, because I'm like, oh, whatever. But introduce, I mean, every time that I'm talking to people everywhere I go, I have packets. I gave her a business opportunity packet right there. As we got ready to leave, I'm like, hey, thank you, my husband, but she has 2 little twin boys that are just terrors, like 3-year-old twin boys. And she showed me all these pictures on Facebook of all the messes that they've made. You would die. Like, they have opened 10 boxes of cereal, washed in the shower, and put them everywhere. They brought leaves in from the lawn. And I mean, I just was like, okay, you need to make a book of your 2 terror twins and all the things that they've done that are just disaster. And that was how we got talking about the business. So, you know, I am a heritage maker. It's a very natural part of what I am and what I do. She also, as we were looking on Facebook, saw some pictures of Kyle and I on our last trip. And I said, yeah, my company paid for this. And she was like, no way. I mean, you know, so it's natural to want to share what you're passionate about. So be doing that. Talk to people every day, and as you're talking to them, as it's natural and as it works, bring up what you do and invite them. You guys, my whole focus always is for them to invite new consultants to my team. I love clients, don't get me wrong, but the main focus of a business builder is to build her business. In building my business, my focus is consultants. And so the first thing I always offer is, have you ever done anything like this? Would you be interested in knowing more about being a consultant? I'd love to work with you. So follow the success plan and help them to see that with consistent effort, they can do amazing things with this business. Introduce them to the incentive program. Find out what they want and set goals to achieve it. Now, the incentive program is going to come to a close here in another month, and we're going to get a new one at reunion. Be sure that you're familiar with it. Show them what other things they can earn in our business. Show them the TAC program. You know, show them what they can do in their business. Help them to see that becoming a star consultant and then 2-star and building consistently will grow many, many rewards. And this is my most important thing I would say. Build a relationship with them. Build a friendship with them. Don't just talk to them about their workshops and their business. Ask them about their kids. Find out about their family. Find out what else they like to do, what movies they go to and books they read. And, you know, you have the opportunity in Heritage Makers to have unlimited opportunities to make new friends. It's really awesome. Sponsoring isn't just about building your team. It's about finding new friends and expanding your circle of influence, giving you the opportunity to have great relationships with people that may last many, many years, hopefully, outside of just the business. You know, I have a lot of Heritage Maker friends that I like to go to concerts with, and we go to dinner, and I travel with, and I have a blast with, and then I will call and have a whole conversation that doesn't even include Heritage Makers, just because I love them, and they've become a part of my life. So build relationships. Connect regularly with your team. Phone calls, team meetings, Facebooks, email. Make them feel that they are part of something big. Recognize success, big and small. You know, if this is their very first workshop and they get one new club, you recognize it. You be excited for them. You know, when they call you and they've just talked to someone about the business and they're totally excited but they didn't sponsor them and they're, oh my gosh, what do I do? Be available to talk to them and share that success with them. And most importantly, lead by example. Do not expect people to do what you will not do. They must see that you are doing the business and that you have walked the path before them. They want to be you. And if they don't see you doing the business or having success, they're going to have a hard time knowing that they can do it. So they need to see that you go through the same things, that you have frustrating days, that you have success, that you're sponsoring new people and you're talking about that. Continue to sponsor yourself and to grow. You need to always continue to have new people to talk about. If you're not sponsoring, they're not sponsoring. And it's okay for them to hear you talk about how much fun it is to work with this new person, because then they go, oh, I need a new person to work with. I need somebody to talk about, right? It's okay. Help them get what they want. This is a statistic in direct selling. If a consultant is not making between $250 to $500 in their first few months of the business, they may not continue with their business. The first 45 days are critical. Help your new consultants to get started right and follow the plan. Teach them consistency. 5 and 1, 10 and 2. Help them to build. They will earn money quickly and get them on their way to success. Okay, so today we're going to have a group discussion, okay? And what I'm going to do is I am going to have you guys type into the question and answer if you would like to comment or have any thoughts, and then I'm going to unmute you. So if you're on your computer, you might be talking into your speaker. So if it echoes, we might have to adjust a little bit. But we are going to talk about a couple of things. What keeps a new consultant from getting off to a great start? And what challenges do you find as you work to motivate your team members? Okay? So in your question and answer area, if you would like to address either of those questions or have questions about that or comments, type in, and I'll unmute you so that everyone can hear your comments. Come on, guys. Okay, I'll start the first one. What keeps a new consultant from getting off to a great start? I would say a lot of things do. I think they jump in, they're super excited, they don't know what they're doing, and sometimes then they get overwhelmed. They get into the training and they're like, oh my gosh. You know what the best thing you can have them do is? Start calling their friends. Start getting their grand opening books almost before they know anything. All they got to do is share the excitement. Oh my gosh, Jamie, I'm going to do I just signed it for Heritage Makers. I'm so excited. I'm going to do a workshop. Will you host one for me? Well, what's your friend going to say? Yeah, okay, what's Heritage Makers? Oh, it's online scrapbooking. You're going to love it. It's digital publishing. You're going to love it. Whatever she says, help her get those almost before she knows anything else, right? And have her calling your friends and making your list of 100. Don't worry that you don't know everything. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to help you. I'm going to fill in the blanks, so don't stress. Let's just get your workshop booked and get your list of 100, and don't freak out about all the rest of it. Because I think if they jump in and get doing the training and, oh my gosh, too fast, they're kind of almost like, can I really do this? Wow, this is a lot more than I anticipated. You know, okay. Another thing is lack of support from their sponsor. They sign up and then they don't hear from you, and they think, am I going to have any help in this business? You want to be like their best friend, man, white on rice. You are on them, helping them. What can I do? those first few days especially, okay? And you don't have to do a lot for them. You're mostly just there telling them what they need to do, just some direction, okay? And I think fear. I think sometimes we're as scared of success as we are of failure. People aren't, they're not used to getting up in front of other people, or what are people going to think of me? You know, there's a lot of things that you can do, and that's why it's so important to be available to them the first 45 days. And on, you know, of course, if they are a business builder and they keep growing, you're always going to be available, right? You're going to be motivating them and helping them, but they're going to get more and more secure, and they're going to start to do well, and it's going to work okay. Okay, guys, you're not helping me here. Come on. What challenges do you find as you work with motivating your team members? You know, what I hear the most, oh, here's a good comment. I can't get them to do what I do, okay? You might think that, oh, Wendy McGee has it so easy. She has all these neat leaders, and everyone does what she does. You know what? Young people I've sponsored so many people that have not done what I wanted them to do. And it was okay, because I knew getting into this that I was going to have to sponsor a lot of people. And so I tried not to wear myself out on the ones that didn't do anything. And that was really good advice I got in the very beginning from Doug Cloward was, if people aren't doing something, you have to move on. And it's not because you don't love them and you don't have a relationship with them. It's because it'll burn you out. And you can't drag dead people. I mean, you can't resurrect the dead, and you can't drag the dead to work, and you have to move on. And so I was still like, hey, when you're ready, I'm here. Hey, I love you. You're awesome. But I moved on and sponsored someone else. And I found the Amy Dickersons and the Hallie Reds and the Pam Hankses and the Lenas and the Angies and the people that are really, you know, that will work the business, and we're excited about it. So it took time. And I knew going into it that was going to happen, that I was going to have moments where, oh, you know, why won't they do this? And so don't be discouraged or mad or anything at those that don't work the business. It's okay, because there are a lot that will, and you just have to continue to offer it and to be positive and passionate about it. And the ones that don't, it's okay. It's all right, and you can let them go. The best thing that you can do, the best thing that they can see is the train leaving the station. That's the best thing. They need to see that you're working and that you're having success. And even if they don't come with you, the ones that will. They'll go, oh my gosh, look at what's happening with her. Look how great her business is growing. I'm gonna keep working. Her business is growing. Her business is doing well. But they have to see that you're moving forward. And you can't set the speed of your business by the slowest person in your team, by the person that isn't growing. Okay? All right, you guys, you're not very talkative today. Maybe it's because I made you wait so long to have the call. All right, so our homework for this week, begin using those new consultant profile cards. If you haven't gotten them, go into your supply center, and if you need some more things, order those. If you got the new sign-up kit to add on, they came in that. Contact your frontline consultants. Have they ever advanced to STAR? Use those cards to find out where they're at in their business. And if you don't have people to contact, you need to sponsor. Then you need to look at yourself and go, what do I want in the business? Write their names as future stars in your P2P booklet. Which ones are going to hit STAR? And it doesn't matter if they're not going to make it in this program, right? They're going to make it next time you do the program. Review your Build Something Beautiful incentive book. Where are you at? Do you even know? Have you even looked at that booklet? Are you going to get anything before it ends? And what do your consultants want? What are they working for? Fill out your action plan and your goals for this next week. Are you going to advance to 2-star? Are you going to advance to director? Where are you? And commit to taking a shadow consultant with you to your next workshop. When you're talking to that person in your front line, if they live near you and you have a workshop next week, what are you going to say? Hey, workshops are fun now. Idea book workshops are really fun. They're easy to do. I want you to come with me. Okay? 2 weeks left in the program. One more training call, and then we'll have a week until we have our recognition. Will you promote? What's going to happen, guys? Are you going to promote in the Path to Promote this first time? Summer's been hard. I totally recognize it. But if you can have any kind of advancement, more consultants, more clubs, if you didn't hit STAR yet and you hit STAR in the program, you have promoted. You have moved up. If you're going to hit 2-star but not director, that's okay. You have promoted. And we're going to talk about what we're going to do next. So, All right, you guys. So any questions before we close up our call for today and head into another week? If you have any questions that you want to type in, go ahead and type them in. I will post this call to the Facebook group so that we can have anyone who didn't get on, they'll be able to listen to it. And we'll go forward. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for being on the call this week. Make sure you have your mentoring call this week with your upline leader. And let's get you to STAR. Let's get your people to STAR and work, and it'll be a great week. Thanks so much for all you do. We'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.